Bro, he's talking fucking nickel night? I'm Jewish. That's the sexiest thing I've ever heard. All right, thank you. Can we give a round of applause for this table? Thank you. Those are grandpas who slay. They are driving at night. Let's go. No, but we're going to keep this moving along. Please give it up for your next comedian, Merritt Gio.
Thank you so much. What's up, ugly bugs? How could I possibly top Al Williams? Give it up for all the comedians who work here tonight. All the ones that work so hard for your laugh or hardly work. What's everybody talking about tonight? We're talking about, we have Jews, we have Catholics, we're talking about our brothers, we're talking about the vaccines, and positive results from the pandemic. Jews, being a Jew, like Walter, and who's the other Jewish guy around here? And Catholics. Yeah, John, you talk about that. I don't know, here's something about me. My name is Merritt, which is a French name, and my last name is Cheo, but it's spelled C-E-O. A really Italian name. And here's something. Lots of Jews. I was born a Catholic, actually. But then my mom was a Methodist. I come from one of those in the middle, almost like Joey, except he's Lebanese. I'm sort of like Scots, Irish, and Italian. So I was born Catholic, and my mom was Methodist. But then we found out, this is true, later on in life, that lots of Jews actually settled in Italy and Spain a long time ago. In fact, the very town where my grandparents met, or my great-grandparents met in Italy several years ago. And we thought my family was Jewish. So that wouldn't make me Jewish, though. What would that make me? Think about that. Let's put that together. I wouldn't be Jewish like you, Walter. I wouldn't be Catholic. Hopefully, good God, I don't want to be Catholic like John. Think about it. I'd be born Catholic. Might be a Jew. I'm a cashew. That's what you call me. Let's see, what else we got? Talk about Catholics, vaccines, brothers. Anyway, I actually have had some good stuff in the pandemic. I don't know about you. I lost 30 pounds. I'm like, Al Williams, I feel young. I deserve it! 30 pounds! At my very most. Like, I actually did this when I first met Alex Starr back in 2015. I lost like 20 pounds or so, and then I gained it all back. But I didn't lose it, because of a workout. I didn't lose it because I joined the army at the age of 40. Or how old am I? 42 now. I'm younger than Al Williams. I can't believe that. I lost it in a pandemic. And I lost it because of the one person that made everything happen. The very same year he got married, I lost it with my little brother. He's almost like a fitness guru. And he got married, and he and I worked together at the vaccines doing that. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is my youngest brother. I actually have two brothers, but my youngest brother was the youngest one in the house, so he was always being picked on by the two oldest, Mom and Dad. He used to go to the neighbor's house when we were growing up and bounce up and down on their trampoline. That was the name of their daughter, Irene. Oh, my gosh. I remember one day, when little brothers get arrested for the first time, they steal something, and they call little older brothers that they don't get in trouble with their parents. Yeah, it was actually a Buick. And I remember I visited him up in the cell, and I heard this, "Oh my God, that's my boy, come over here and sit on my lap like you used to." And I was like, "Father Mulcahy, we stopped going to the Catholic Church years ago, leave him alone." Oh my gosh. Like, I actually lived with them, on the couch for a while. I stayed with them a couple weekends. And I swear to God, they were totally in love. I would walk into the house and I would hear them doing it. It would be like, and I'm like, one of three scenarios. I'm like, you guys, can you take a speed and stick with it? Or number two, I'm gonna tell them if you guys go any faster, I swear to God, I'm calling the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh my gosh. Or number three, the walls in this apartment must be so thick, I could probably tear them down, roll a joint, and go smoking with Alex Starr. All right. I was messing with that. What else did I say? I remember when I moved in, sometimes I guess I broke the rules a little bit. I remember one day I moved in, I was really tired after a show, and I wanted a beer, so I grabbed a beer from the fridge. And I remember he had this look at me like, "What the fuck did you just do?" And he didn't say anything. But I just remember I was like, "Oh, come on, bro, mi casa es su casa." That's what he told me. And he was like, "No, bro." I said, move mi casa, and you're off to your big white house. Anyway, let's go with you. Goodness. I swear to God, when I lose weight, let me tell you, when I gain the weight back, everything changes. My respect for animals has gone up. Kangaroos, for God's sake. I remember a guy walked into Starbucks the other day. He was from Reston Zoo. I learned a lot about kangaroos, and I was like, oh, that's what I feel like with my old jeans on. 52 by 32 jeans on top of these now. These are 38s. Yeah, pull them out there and just be like, "Hey, Walter, come on, let's get a walk here." Just hop. Just be like a kangaroo there, for God's sake. I swear to God, I get to wear weapons now when I'm at shows in New York. I can use my ass as a weapon, for God's sakes, and I just stick them out in case anybody tries to rob me. That's the 1 minute light. All right, how do we wrap this up? Well, anyway, I did say my brother and I do work the vaccines. In fact, here's a little reminder. This is what we've been doing for the last year and a half. And one last thing about my brother. In 6 years after high school, he got both his bachelor's and his master's of public health. Anybody have that? Your master's of public health? Nobody. I mean, I have a master's. And, oh good, 1 person out of 71. That's great. Yeah, but like, he also got a bachelor's in environmental sciences. I took the 6-year plan, and I got my bachelor's in politics, policy, whatever. I had a minor. Her name was Stephanie. Got a little trouble for that. But anyway, all right. We've done the vaccines, and I'm just like so glad I've got time to do this show here, because for the last year and a half, I've taken my comedy to work. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm just like the worst asshole, because I swear to God, I just have had a habit, and I'm just glad I haven't gotten fired, because I've been like Leslie Chow in The Hangover going up there. And like when people come to get the vaccine, and I go up to them, I'll be like, oh, Kurt, come on, let's go. Take off those gray jeans we got to put in your butt now. Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, Walter. Yes, you're right. Those are blue. I'm sorry. I am colorblind. All right. Anyway, let's get on your left side over here. Come on. Come over here. We got to put this in your left side. Oh, I'm sorry. Which one's left? I'm also dyslexic. But anyway, let me wrap up with this. We're not nurses. We have MPH. I have my degree. But let's just say that's good with the vaccines. I don't think you want me to come back and tell a joke where I talk about people that go anaphylactic and I have to handle with the epidural pins. I think the vaccines will do here. I'm Eric Chan, I'm your CEO. Thank you so much.
All right.